Tinker County Sheriff's Office. How's it going today?
Good, how are you?
Good. Say, the reason I stopped in today is because we got a report from someone passing by that you had a skid steer that was possibly stolen.
YouTube, what is up? Welcome back to the freaking channel. We haven't done a lot with like the vehicles, but we're gonna start wrapping things. I always say like I'm gonna save some money this year. I don't need to wrap a bunch of like I don't need to spend money on that. Let's we just bought like an island with an RV park on with there. We've got so many things going on, but we bought this. There's not a lot of people that are like I hadn't seen a lot of people that would wrap a skid loader. So I reached out to a couple people and then I found this company called Dirty Graphix. They're actually local. I actually know the guy who owns it and he had actually talked to me about it once before and I'm like, yeah, I got people that wrap. Found out, did some more research, and they put on these insanely thick vinyl wraps that actually protect your machine. And see, here's what happens. So on these machines is all of your stuff gets, like you can see I've used touch-up paint, but everything gets beat up on this. So this one, I removed all the factory vinyl, and then my goal was to paint all of it black. And then as I got looking at what it takes to paint it black, and then with this back door being orange, when he reached out, I'm like, you know what? Let's do this. So I'm gonna walk you guys through the whole process of using Dirty Graphix. So you can go right on their website. We're gonna go meet the owner here in 1 second, but he'll give you guys a lot better of a rundown. So far for me, I went online, I was gonna design it, and then he's like, you know what, just bring it by. I sent him what I wanted, and sent me back a mock-up, and it's so sick. I cannot wait for you guys to see.
Now I'm in the game, I was on the bench. First I was renting, now I'm collecting rent. Run it up. First it with the Beamer, now I want the Benz. Spending all the bag like here I go again. Outside says chirp, now the camera phone. Told you I'ma keep the channels on. Why you acting different when the camera's on? Why you acting different like your paper long? 8 day wake up and I thank God. Bad decision got you wishing you could say nah. My city gritty, you could get hit any day now. On my mama, I'ma move my family way out. With some 20s, 50s, hundreds, thousands, millions, billions, trillions, zillions. I'm talking Amazon money, talking so much money I could mess around and buy Amazon. I been winning, I'm like, why me? I heard these labels wanna buy me.
All right, guys, what is up? So I am at Dirty Graphix here, and I'm with the owner, Ty. And Ty has, what's up, dude?
What up, man?
Hey, dude, thanks for letting me come out here. So Ty is the owner of Dirty Graphix. I have followed Dirty Graphix for quite a while and had no idea that I lived like pretty close. And I actually didn't even know that I knew you, and I didn't know you owned this, and this is what you did. So I was looking at getting my skid loader wrapped. I know a ton of awesome wrap shops in the metro where we're from here, and when I talked to him, I'm like, dude, I got guys, like, I don't want to, I don't want to go giving, like, I'm real faithful to my people. He's like, yeah, dude, that's all good, but just let me show you a difference in this wrap. Well, I had no idea that there is a difference in this wrap, and when you're wrapping a machine, which is what we're doing, we're wrapping my T66. He showed me this, and I'm like, oh, this is like a complete no-brainer. I'm like, well, how do I do it? Can I just drop it off and have you guys wrap it? He's like, well, dude, this is not really like these kits are made so you can do it yourself. I'm like, yeah, right. There's like, I am not a vehicle wrapper. I'm not even gonna pretend to be. I'm not gonna pretend I even like doing it. And he started showing me it, and I'm like, dude, this is actually like super doable. So I told him, I said, let me bring my machine over. Let me get a quick video showing. So I'm gonna take on some of the wrap here. We're gonna put it on, and I'm gonna show you guys what it takes, a little bit of the prep work, and then also if you guys need, like, if you have a machine, this is super dope. Like, this is like a different flex.
Yeah.
To be like wrapping your.
I mean, you can wrap your Lambo.
You can wrap your Lambo, but everyone wraps Lambos.
Yeah, everyone's got a wrap car.
Yeah.
We're wrapping machines.
Dude, and it's sick. So the kit comes, like, this ships right to your house.
Right to your house.
And
full
then
roll, all laid out.
All laid out.
Yep.
It does take, like, I mean, you have to plan some time. You have to be patient. You do need I would say the biggest thing with wrapping anything is going to be the prep work. Now, especially with a machine. Machines are dirty. They're used. They're actually worked. A car is usually pretty pristine, pretty clean when you go to wrap it. So you sell a kit.
Yep.
For cleaning. Otherwise, like what? A good pressure washing.
Right. Pressure wash. Get the grease off like you normally should.
Yeah.
And then use our kit. It's 3 steps, and it's pretty laid out, so you know exactly what to do.
Yep.
But yeah, prep work is everything, and then you got about 2 to 3 hours of install time for just,
All right, so we're gonna get started. We're gonna work on the back part of this thing because it is this the most technical part of this thing? It's probably
I would
this
say
back.
so.
The arms are a little bit bigger pieces, so if you do have two people, you know, that might make it a little bit easier. One thing to note is I did take all the logos or all the original decals off of mine. You do not have to do that. You can leave the factory ones. You will see like a little faint line around them because there is there's a decal underneath it. But you can leave them on. The biggest thing is going to be, like we talked about outside, is making sure that these things are completely wiped down. Here's the kit. This is sold separately, but I do highly recommend getting it. You don't want to just use like soap and water. I mean, you can pressure wash it first, but you do want to do prep work is going to be key on this thing. And it comes with some equipment wash, degreaser, degrease, wash, surface prep, squeegee. You got a towel. Got a razor blade, like literally has all the stuff you need. That is the biggest thing. Make sure it's prepped. Otherwise, you're gonna have dirt in your vinyls. You're gonna have dirt, and it's not gonna lay right. It's gonna look terrible. So make sure you do that part. All right, so we brought our back piece over, so we have it right next to the machine, and we're gonna just start going piece by piece. It's pretty self-explanatory. You know, if you like have a brain, you can see where the pieces go.
Now I'm on my game, nothing is the same. Who am I to blame? Money made me change. Cardi in my ring when I'm switching lanes. Money in the carry on them Boeing planes. Money in the carry on them Boeing planes. Now I got a buck for all those rainy days. Ain't have a day off in like 80 days. I got hustles in like 80 ways.
So check this out. What he was talking about is like when these get on and like this piece, if you did this with a normal vinyl, like you're throwing this in the garbage. Still perfect. That's insane.
yeah, it's not set until you use your squeegee or some heat. So pull it off as many times as you need to.
I keep going to the paper street. Then it's trips out to Montego Bay. If I take the job, bet I get it done. I said it before, I'm a 101. I just caught some ones, only wearing ones. Fornicate the funds, money made me calm. Diamonds on your neck, bet they on your neck. You want that watch, you better rock a tech. You want that chain, you better cop a vest. You want the check, but can you make it stretch?
All right, so this is actually after the first piece went on, and we got that down. This is actually super easy, but you're putting this one on. This one's
You're
big.
gonna help me. Let's grab one side there. It's best to have a buddy on this one, unless you're.
All right, so this is the biggest piece
Yeah,
on the
so
kit,
you're just
right?
gonna line up right here with this. Keep
Just
about
kinda
a
exactly.
1/4 inch gap away from it,
Okay.
and then we'll lay it down. It's perfect. So now we'll just leave it sit like this and just kind of press down the middle. Now you can work
Easy.
with the squeegee.
6 again.
Yeah, we can pull it up, get some air bubbles out right here.
And then use a heat gun.
Squeegee down. Yeah, use the heat gun once you're done.
So once you're done, everything's set, use a heat gun. All these spots where you will have spots, it's a machine, like they get used, you've got gouges, you might have some rust still that obviously you didn't get off. And you will see some spots, and hit the heat gun with them, it'll suck them down into there. This stuff's sweet.
I keep going to the paper street. Then it's trips out to Montego Bay. If I take the job, bet I get it done. I said it before, I'm a 101. I just caught some ones, only wearing ones. Fornicate the funds, money made me calm. Diamonds on your neck, bet they on your neck. You want that watch, you better rock a tech. You want the chain, you better cop a vest. You want the check, but can you make it stretch?
Hey, thanks, dude. You guys, this was freaking awesome. I'm so excited. Again, I don't use this skid loader like I should. We're gonna start, but I bought it for my own personal property, and with wrapping all the vehicles, I'm like, we got to do it. This stuff is crazy, crazy durable. You guys saw I do not have a clue what I'm doing when it comes to wrapping, and this kit makes it super easy. It's very forgiving because you can peel it back off, and the biggest thing is just prepping. Prep before you put it on. Hit these guys up. It's dirtygraphix.com. I'm gonna put a link. You can get it right, like look right below. I'll put a link. So what all do you guys do? I know every day they're working on this. There's a lot that goes into. I got to learn a lot being here. There's a lot that goes into making these pieces. These aren't just they laid it out, they cut it out once. Every time a new machine comes out, to get this to where they can ship it to your door takes like 60 to 80 hours of research just to get a kit together. And then, you know, John Deere, Bobcat, they go and change one thing.
Yeah.
And then there you are.
We're back.
And then you're redoing it. So there's a lot that goes into these kits. Again, you can customize them any way you want. We're going with the camo. We're going with a lot of camo. I wanted to get back into wrapping some stuff this year, so this is number one. So if you got a machine, if you got a business, the advertising is insane because people see this. People recognize that this is not your average Bobcat, and then they see it, they're like, dude, why can't I want to make my Bobcat look like that. So hit these guys up, dirtygraphix.com.
Dispatch at 800 Cars, Zone 1, Hudson Township for suspicion. 1068 Tanny Lane. Caller was in the neighborhood for other business and reporting that her tenant had a new skid steer taken from her property in Invergrove Heights. She's now passed the job site at that address and believes the machinery's there on a trailer. Described as the same brand new skid steer, but it's now been painted in a camouflage scheme. And it's being pulled on a trailer by a white Chevrolet Duramax, attempting to leave the area. So the subject that is pulling this trailer and skid steer was a previous contractor for the caller's tenant, Ron, who had reported this as stolen. Apparently, this piece of equipment was located in Invergrove Heights, where this tanner had been pushing snow for him this winter when it disappeared. Now westbound McCutcheon from Tanny.
Did the caller know if her tenant had fully reported the stolen?
As well, she said it is entered through Invergrove Heights PD, but she doesn't have a VIN or case number or anything.
I'm trying to get out that 12 and W. Can you just give me an updated address of that skid steer?
They're westbound McCutcheon from Tanny. States the truck and trailer just pulled over to try and get her to pass. She thinks he's pretty sure that she's following him.
All right, Hudson, you've got to do something about this road. This is insane. Literally, my dash is about to fall off. No way. And I've got my Skidloader.
She's going to be in a small two-door black Kia sedan.
Copy. Westbound W, just keep me updated, thank you.
And indicating a southbound turn A Adam from McCutcheon. And 8837, 8110, just crossing the railroad track there.
8837 dispatch, behind it, we're stopping just south of the railroad tracks on 12.
10-4, and I had her continue on to the holiday station there if somebody wants contact with her. She's going to check on VIN and insurance info.
How's it going?
St. Croix Sheriff's Office. How's it going today?
Good, how are you?
Good. Say, the reason I stopped you today is because we got a report from someone passing by that you had a skid steer that was possibly stolen.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
It was some arrangement you had with the previous owner. The lady said she was aware of you. He used to be your tenant. Do you have any proof of ownership of the skid steer so we can get you on your way?
Yeah, I mean, I bought it at Tri-State right down here.
You bought it at Tri-State?
Yeah, this
Okay.
winter.
All right.
So, and I have not been a tenant of anybody's for.
Okay. Well, it was her tenant had a skid steer stolen that matches the description of your skid steer.
Well, this is a one of one that we
Okay.
just had custom wrapped.
Okay. Gotcha.
So last week by
All right.
Dirty Graphix.
Sure, I
So
gotcha.
I mean, I can get proof.
Well, tell you what, we can do this the easiest way possible here. If you can find me a serial number on the back of that sucker,
yeah.
we can run it, and if it's not stolen, then you're good to go.
Perfect.
I see you have your ID on you?
Yeah.
Captain truck. Personalized. William Henry Edward 1 Edward Robert. 8837 dispatch, if there's a truck return to a ring, we'll looking at him. 8110 dispatch, copy serial number for Bobcat. Boy 11034. There's a Bobcat here. I'm going to be clearing shortly once it's negative 29.
It is negative 29.
Copy. 37's going to talk with the driver for a bit, and I'm clearing.
And for 8110, show you clear 12.
Yes, he was back!